Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
It's Big Papa time! Good morning, Facebook team! Welcome to Tiger Tuesday! Terrific Tuesday! Tabulous Tuesday! I just made that up. Tabulous. You just want to tap in a fabulous way because it's Tuesday and it's morning motivation with Big Papa, and we're going to rock and roll today. Hope everyone's doing well. Coming at you just a little bit later than usual because I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning because Stefan from the Netherlands, who is afternoon there, woke me up with his Voxer message at 2 a.m. talking about, Big Papa, it's Terrific Tuesday. I was like, Stefan, it's 2 in the morning. It's not so terrific yet. Nah, just messing with you. I was already up when I got Stefan's message. But it was funny having you like, hey, it's Terrific Tuesday. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready to get up yet. So, yeah, I got up. I was up for like an hour and a half, handling a couple of things, and then went back to sleep. And so, I realized, so I woke up at 5:30, fell back asleep at around 3:30, and then woke up at 5:30, and I realized that I have got to write my goals first thing in the morning, or I don't get them written. It's just a part of my routine, and I've talked to you guys about habits, the importance of habits and routines. There's certain things that you just create these structures in your life, and you got to do them. But we do that both good and bad. You know, I think writing my goals and doing my morning meditations and going to the gym, you know, that's a part of a good structure for me. Those are good habits. It's a good routine. And when I travel, it's harder for me to do those things because I get knocked out of my time routines, because that time structure is really important to my brain. And so I'm going to be traveling quite a bit over the next couple months, so it's going to be really important. I'm going to be looking for you guys to hold me accountable to do the shit I need to be doing. Get up, Big Papa, do your writing. I'm going to get a lot of writing done this next month. So I've been watching this on the way back from Traverse City. I started watching this show. It's a documentary on National Geographic called Free Solo. It's about this young dude named Alex Hobaba, something like that, Hobob. So there's this mountain called El Capitan, and I think maybe it's in Yosemite, but it's almost 3,000 feet tall. And this kid, because he's probably like late 20s, 30s, this kid free solo climbed El Capitan, the face of El Capitan. No gear, no ropes, literally shoes, shorts, his hands, and some gripping chalk. And he climbed up the side of that freaking mountain, 3,000 feet. It took him like 4 hours with nothing. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating movie. You gotta watch it. It's called Free Solo, and they talk about this guy because he's been now, climbing for a long time, and it's something that he loves. And he talks about, what is it? Like someone spilled something. Oh, it's coming out of that truck. Oh, it's a freezer. Don't tell him what that is coming out of that dang truck. Jeez. So that woman got awfully close to me. They talk about this guy's life. His dad was autistic, and his mom was was hardcore. emotionally absent. So they never hugged in his family. They never said, I love you. And good enough was never good enough. And then his dad died. And he got into, well, his dad was, really supported him in the climbing when he was a kid. And so that was kind of something him and his dad had in common. But he had already climbed so many mountains free-handed and just like regular rock climbing that he's been famous for a while. And so they did an MRI on the guy's brain, and it was so fascinating because apparently they show you these pictures during this MRI, and then they see what parts of your brain light up. His amygdala didn't light up at all. So and I'm sure it's a combination of genetics as well as just the repetition of doing these really intense things like climbing these 3,000 feet rock walls. But his amygdala didn't light up, so he doesn't experience fear the same way other people experience fear. And I just thought that was so fascinating, that when we truly master our amygdala, it's like when I was in Traverse City this weekend, I showed one of my slides. It's a Bruce Lee slide, and it's Bruce Lee saying, if you can master the ability to be calm, or the biggest thing to master is the ability to be calm, to remain calm. And that's so true, because our ability to master our calmness, which is really mastering your amygdala, turns off your anxiety. It brings you up to this higher level of thinking, like you're in the moment, you're present. And so it's so fascinating. And then they were talking about, so this guy, had been dreaming about climbing El Capitan and doing it free-handed. And he's just talking about, we all die. We all die every single day. There are things that happen. He said there are things that happen. He said the thing that I'm doing, though, just brings it a lot more immediate. I mean, it's just a lot more present, immediate possibility. And I've mentioned to you guys, over the last month, because I read that book, or listened to that book, The Birth of Superman, or something like that, about the extreme athletes and how they move into a flow state. And I'm going to listen to that again. That's an awesome book. The Rise of Superman is what it's called. How they move into a flow state. And it made so much sense. And so you think about, you can't think about anything else when you're in such a situation. And, it just makes me think, whatever your goals, whatever your hopes and dreams have been up to this point, they need to be bigger. Make them bigger. I mean, this guy he mastered all of these amazing mountains throughout his life, and then he looks at El Capitan, which no one in the world has free soloed this mountain. And he said, I'm going to do it. And he prepared, and he worked towards it, and he went out and did it. And it's like, we can accomplish so much more than what we accomplish. We can do so much more. We can be so much bigger than where we're at. We play so small. And God has created us with infinite possibility. Bishop T.D. Jakes says that you are pregnant with possibility. God says that there's infinite possibility. It's just a matter of you dreaming it and being willing to work towards it. That's all you got to do, is you just have to take the steps towards it. Napoleon Hill said, what the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. And that is the secret to the secret. The secret to the secret is that you've got to dream it, you've got to believe it, and you've got to be willing to take the incremental steps. That's all you got to do, is take the incremental steps to get there, and then the universe is going to line it up to make it a reality in your life. And so we all have the ability to do as much and be as much as we want to be. We just got to be willing to take the first step. And it reminds me of my friend Ellen. Ellen from Houston, I had said one morning, you guys, you know, I do a lot of different business consulting and I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years. I said, I'm always happy to talk to you guys about anything you're doing. And so Ellen reached out to me. She said, I'm really interested in real estate investing. And so we started having a conversation. And then like 2 months later, Ellen said, I got my first property. And, you know, she was so excited, and it's so cool. And she's so, and, you know, it's so exciting. All you got to do is set a goal, and you can do it. You can make it. It's so amazing. Just dream bigger, and that's it. Because I know I'm going to jump off into Wi-Fi, and that always messes with my brain. Big Papa loves you. Have a fantastic day. Make it a terrific Tuesday, and we will talk to you soon.